Hey there, gamers. It's your buddy Gary here with another fun episode of the Die by the Sword podcast. We sure do hope you're enjoying the show. We're having a blast recording it. If you are enjoying it, please subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, share us with your family and friends, or even total strangers. We want to give a big old thank you to Ed and Gavin over at Midnight Syndicate for their awesome and spooky music. Check them out at www.midnightsyndicate.com. Also, a quick shout out to Sword Coast Soundscapes for the ambient sound. If you have any questions or comments for us, or if we've messed up any of the rules, which I'm sure we have, email us at diebytheswordpodcast@gmail.com or reach out to us directly at any of our first names at diebytheswordpodcast.com. All right, now we're ready. Let's get on to the show. Hey, guess what, you guys?
Hey, what?
It's episode 10.
Yeah!
We've made it to 10.
Roderick
10.
survived a whole 10 episodes.
Double digits, and he's not going to survive any more than that.
Yep.
It took one actual real combat.
That was the benchmark I was looking for.
Yeah. Well, technically, he survived 9.
No, he's still alive right now.
But he hasn't survived the 10th.
Okay,
That's
so he
true.
survived
That's
210.
true.
That's Vivian math you're trying to use right there.
This is our first encounter and we're almost half dead.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous.
Well,
This is bad juju.
and I seriously thought this was going to be one of the easiest combats going into it.
That's a bad thing to say. this bodes horribly.
I know. And Thurskill is shaken. He's scared. He's like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think we're all a little bit from Scooby-Doo because, I mean, you're Daphne because you're the pretty one.
Yeah.
You're definitely Velma.
Yeah, I was going to say that. There's no other choice there.
And you're Fred by default, so.
I guess.
Yeah. Do you have a ascot?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Sir, she's
A
not
barbarian
Scrappy.
ask.
I can get you one.
No.
Scrappy Debbie Doo.
You're Scrappy.
I'm Scrappy.
You're Scrappy.
Because I'm the
Doo.
mean one that's plotting everything against you guys.
Okay, so let's recap.
All right. So you guys went onto the grounds of Harrowstone. Once you got through the gates, Thurskill started feeling claustrophobic and felt like he was catching on fire.
Nope, zoinks, I am shaken from this.
He is very shaken from that. And y'all decided to go up toward the tree that was in the middle of the pathway heading up to the front entrance of Harrowstone, but then immediately cut to the east.
Wanted to scout the perimeter, and we're like, hey, let's go towards that body of water.
Yeah, so we're trying to make sure that nothing follows us in and like pinches us behind. And I think that was a good call because, I mean, if these skeletons had come up and walked into the Harrowstone when they might have already been on fire by the time we fought them.
Yeah, I'm going to
One
disagree
wonders if they
with
would
that.
not come
I'm
out
just
of the
going
water.
to I'm going to go ahead and disagree that
Let's see how it goes.
fighting skeletons in the water is not great. Cuz she's going to drown.
Well, here's my theory.
Uh-huh.
They weren't on fire because they were in the water.
No, they weren't. They were
Now
on
that
fire.
it's out of the water, it's on fire.
But maybe they wouldn't have left the water. Maybe they were like, hey man,
You don't
down
know
my
that.
water. You don't know it either. Anyway.
You don't know their life.
Anyway.
Fight them
Or
here, not on fire. Fight them
unlife.
somewhere else on fire.
Anyway,
That's
I
it.
really will be sad. Like, there's a very real chance that Roderick will die in the next
round.
Yeah.
In the next 12 seconds. 12 to 18 seconds.
It's
And I'll be really sad if that happens.
a non-zero chance.
This is your...
How would Vivian feel about that, being underwater and then coming back out of the water to him being
she
dead?
would be
If she comes
heartbroken.
back.
Yeah, that's assuming a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
I mean, she's still got a lot of rounds.
She would be heartbroken.
All right, Zenobia, it's going to be me and you. We're the only ones left on this podcast.
And Noel and Richard's new characters.
We'll be a husband
So
and wife.
our plans are coming together.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Let's get rid of this
All
dead
right.
weight.
Seriously.
All right, enough banter. We have got
All
to...
right.
I want this resolved. It's stressing me out.
Yes.
I can't. I
I
just
can't,
stressing
can't.
you
I can't,
out.
I can't go a week like this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So now we're ready to see Roderick's fate. When we last left off, the skeleton that was up on land ignited in fire. So you now have a flaming skeleton.
That was
Super
really
rude.
rude.
So now that one skeleton, who is standing right in front of it?
We're all standing in
Yeah,
front
you've
of
got...
it. We all have it flanked.
Zenobia, Roderick, or Thurskill.
Yeah, we are all surrounding it.
Zenobia
got three.
just attacked it.
But I also think it's fair to, since there's an option on all three sides, to roll to see who gets the attack.
Oh, it's its turn?
It is its turn.
Oh, no.
Vivian's just going to keep disappearing underwater.
All right. So we're going to go...
I'll be 1-2.
All right. So Roderick will be 1-2. Zenobia will be 3-4. And Thurskill will be 5-6.
I'm so stressed.
Crack die. 2.
Gary.
That's Roger.
I don't mean to laugh at your death, but
I mean, he's still got a hit.
it's apt. I mean,
Yeah.
that was going to happen.
Okay, so
You know how they say don't meet your heroes? Don't play your dream character.
Does a 35 hit?
Just roll a 1, Gary.
Here we go.
Just roll a 1.
He's gonna roll it.
that is a 10.
That will miss.
Oh!
It does have one more claw, though.
That was claw 1.
Are you going to roll a 6 again? A d6 again? See which one it hits?
I could. I don't know why it would do that.
Yeah, I don't think that.
He's a skeleton. He's an idiot.
I think he would do both.
Ah.
Both
Yeah.
the same person.
Yeah.
15.
That hits.
Oh,
no! I was hoping that was low enough, actually. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Wait, good for who?
Good for you or good for me?
So, with the first claw, skeleton strikes, and Roderick deftly dodges out of the way. With the second claw, he connects and does 3 points of damage
Ugh.
and 3 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Just 6 points total.
6 points total.
Roderick is unconscious and dying.
Is he underwater?
No,
So
Oh,
it's-
thank God.
you're not down in
Thank
the water.
goodness.
He's just
Do either of you have knowledge religion? Their scale?
Knowledge religion.
Zenobia.
I've got knowledge local and knowledge geography. I am carrying some Cure Light Wounds potion.
Oh, you know what? No, I have knowledge religion, but it's a -1. I think because I'm shaken.
I mean, you can still try to roll it.
Yeah.
You do have knowledge religion then?
Yeah.
So Roderick is currently -5.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm so distressed.
All right, and the second skeleton that still has Vivian will keep trying to maintain that grapple and hold you underwater. That's a natural 1.
Good.
Oh, awesome! First good news of the
Good.
day.
Cool. Screw you, Gary. Skeleton.
So CMB checks are treated as attack rolls. Is maintaining a grapple the same way, where I would still try to confirm a fumble on the grapple?
That is a GM rule because natural 1 fumble in the rule book is just a guaranteed miss. But the rolling to confirm and getting something bad happening, that's all a house rule thing. That's not in the official rule book. So that's
Right.
up to you to decide.
Ooh, you got all the power. What are you gonna do with it?
We did this before, and last time you counted it as a fumble card.
Yeah. It's also, he's not a named skeleton, so
But you don't need it for fumbles. That's just criticals.
that's true.
So are we rolling for a?
That's a 10 on the
That's a miss.
By 1.
by 1.
By 1.
That's a fumble.
Fumble!
Alright, Fumble! Okay, so this fumble card is frustration. You take a -4 penalty on all attack rolls for 1 round.
A -4 on attacks for 1 round.
Enough for Vivian to get the hell out of there.
All right, and it just so happens to be Vivian's turn.
Okay, so the skeleton does not have a hold of me anymore?
Does not have a hold of
All
you.
right.
Kicks
I wanna,
herself free.
Yes, I want to get out of there. I want to swim up. Do I actually have to swim? Or how
Stand
Could you-
up.
how
could you
under
stand
how
in
underwater
water?
I
Yeah.
am?
I
Am
would say it's you could probably stand up and be out of the water.
Okay. And that's just a move action?
I would just double
Like-
move
Yeah.
the hell
I would
out
say
of
Yeah.
just double move. Standing up will be a move, and then you can move half speed because it's difficult terrain.
Okay. So
So you step out, you see this flaming skeleton.
I stand up. All right. So Noelle is conflicted of if she would try to get away first or if she would channel to do harm and then try to get away.
We'll ask Vivian what
Yeah.
she would do.
What would Vivian do? What would her instinct be?
Well, she channeled last time and it didn't really work, so I think she's going to try to get away first. And so that means requires her standing up. Can I roll a perception now that I've stood up to see if I kind of have my bearings of do I notice what else is happening?
Yeah, sure.
Natural 1.
Say you don't know exactly what's going on.
So she's
You probably still have some of that muddy water in your eyes,
yeah,
covering it a bit.
she's going to run.
So I would say with a natural 1 on your perception,
Yeah.
give me a percentile die to see which direction you start running.
I will accept
It's gonna
that.
get even worse.
I will accept that, except I don't see her running into the
Yeah, it's
Water.
away from the skeleton.
Well, I'm
85. Or no, 58.
58. All right, so you start moving toward the
Okay.
Towards the shore.
Okay.
Yeah. The way I was doing it was not necessarily that you'd go the direction the skeleton was,
Yeah.
but you might run to the side.
Yes, no, I would have. I accept that. I was just I'm not running into the into the water.
No.
So Vivian gets her way away from the skeleton in the water and then runs towards the shore.
And as she's passing by, she probably sees Roderick on the ground because she's coming by that side of the shore by Roderick.
Yes. Okay. Thurskell. Now you are adjacent to the skeleton, correct?
yes.
So since it is the start of your turn and you are adjacent to the flaming skeleton, you take 1d6 points of fire damage automatically. So you take 3 points of fire damage.
Just kill it because Roderick's going to die to the ambient fire damage anyway. I'll be able to survive the the explosion if you kill it, but I won't be able to survive the ticking 1d6 every round.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna swing my hammer.
Okay.
Jesus.
Bad roll.
Bad roll. 7.
7 is not on a hit.
So it's like Thurskill feels the heat again, and it panics him just a little bit.
Messes with your head a bit.
Yeah, I forgot you're still shaken. Oh.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. So he swings. Is it swing and a miss?
Swing and a miss. Do you want to try to step away from it?
Yeah, he's definitely going to do that. I have made no move actions, right?
Correct.
He is going to back up as much as he can.
Onto the shore.
Onto the shore, towards the shore. That's where his allies are. That's where he's going.
How far can you move?
I have 40, so cut that in half. 20.
All right. So you moved around. Roderick, you are up. Roll to stabilize.
Natural 1.
Oh,
It's not even funny, it's just sad.
that is sad.
Do they have a slow version? Dirge version?
Oh man.
Never gonna give.
Give you up.
So I think that's just that's like the extra content of the show is just slowing down popular songs.
That's our album. It's a
Slow-mo
broody
version.
album.
Slow-mo version.
It's a broody album.
Yep. All right. So Roderick fails to stabilize.
Mm-hmm. He's now at -6. He has 13 cons, so he's almost halfway there.
You are also still adjacent to the skeleton.
Yes, I am.
So you take
So the
1d6.
stabilization wouldn't have mattered.
4.
Oh, Jesus. He's at -10 out of 13.
Somebody needs to drag him away, honestly. Zenobia, you are up next.
I'm going to drag him away.
But first you are adjacent, correct?
Yep.
You take 5 points of fire damage. This is their fiery aura.
Fiery pain in the ass.
And this one skeleton is a CR 1/2.
I don't believe you.
Well, our dice rolls are like CR 1,000,000.
Zero's
Okay.
-5.
And
Alright, so you take that
Now
damage.
You take the damage, and now you can do your turn normally.
So it could you drag her like halfway?
Yeah, half her movement, so
10 feet.
10 feet out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She drags me 10 feet away from the burning skeleton and definitely saves Roderick's life in that
Yep.
moment.
And can I dump my potion down
Nope.
his throat?
That's next
Not
turn.
yet.
Nope, next turn you can.
Okay.
Okay, saving Roderick's life and moving him out of the way.
I can't do anything else at this point.
No.
Can't fire with my short
Nope.
bow?
Yeah, it was a standard action to grab
Got
me
it.
and a move action to move me.
Got it.
All right, it is now the skeleton's turn. Both of the two that are surviving. The one that is in the water will start making its way back out of the water,
Oh,
15
how fast?
feet, and then the other one will start making its way toward Thurskill.
Because Roderick's boring at this point.
How much?
Well, I mean,
just
I'm
right
the
up, you
last
can
one
just
that
get up there.
swung at him, so.
And this is the one that's on fire.
It's a natural 9, so I'm sure that's going to miss.
So far, so bad.
Mm-hmm.
No hit.
Ugh.
All right, so that is the skeletons. Vivian, you are up next.
Okay. Vivian, seeing that Zenobia has dragged Roderick away, but that there's still 2 skeletons standing, and Thurskill's the only one that's fighting them right now, is going to put herself. She's going to move herself 5 feet over, which puts her. Sorry, 10 feet over, which puts her in the middle of, like in a triangle, Mexican standoff with the skeletons, and it
Mhm.
puts her between the skeletons and Roderick. And she's going to channel
Okay.
to harm undead.
1 saves, 1 does not.
2.
2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 takes 2, 1 takes 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one that is still in the water is still standing.
Mhm.
The other one fades away into ash.
So it doesn't explode.
It does. It fades away into ash after it explodes.
So am I the only one? Am I the only one in the
Blast
blast
radius.
zone?
Does it explode or does it?
What's the blast zone?
Let's see. It's only to those that are adjacent to it.
Okay, so it's only me.
Just you, so make a reflex save to avoid.
Oof, shaken. My reflexes are bad right now. Yeah, that's bad. 3.
3?
3? Actually, yeah, no, 3. I rolled a 4. I'm at -1 right now. That's a 3.
Jeez. Okay, so you'll take the full damage from the explosion. 6 points of fire damage.
We are getting beat up.
We need to level up. before we
This
go
is
in
the
there.
first encounter that we've had in Harrowstone.
Yeah. I wanted to go to the warden's house.
All right.
I bet there were puppies in the warden's house.
There was. There's puppies and candy.
And healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does Vivian think of that? You channel energy and you make this thing explode into like a fireball.
Whoa.
I hadn't thought about that. Her eyes just get.
She looks at her finger like, oh,
She's like, oh.
I didn't know I own strength.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I think she's just like, oh. She scares herself. Oh my. Oh my. That's very dangerous.
I'm very dangerous.
Is Thurskell okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm definitely at half my hit point, but I mean, there's lots of people that are worse off.
Yep. Thurskell's bloody.
It's actually only one. Who's
Yeah.
worse off?
Thurskell's a little crispy.
Yeah, I'm crispy. I'm not bloody because I haven't gotten any damage. It's
Just fire.
Fire. Yes.
Well, it is Thurskell's turn. Do you run into the water to cool yourself off?
Yes. No,
Has a
because
nice
it's,
big drink.
yeah.
Ew, muddy water.
So
It's not sanitary.
I am just going to step up next to Vivian and ready in action. As soon as that thing comes close to either of us, I'm swinging my hammer.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it. Too.
Sounds good. Roderick, now you can actually try to stabilize.
Yeah, so I am at -10. I have a +1 Constitution modifier, and so I need to roll a 19 or 20 to save. It was a good natural 14, but it doesn't save. So Roderick is now at -11.
What's your con?
13.
13.
Oh my goodness. I got you, baby. I got you, broski.
2 rounds from bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it from standing next to me.
Zenobia.
So did you want to try to heal him?
I'm going to pour a potion down
Okay,
his
so that's a
throat.
full round action.
Full
so that's
round
all you
I
can
understand, but I don't...
Do.
So far,
Yeah.
nobody else is attacking us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me that's the most
I think that's a great
useful thing to do.
Absolutely. So all you have to do is roll. So you pull a potion out of your pack, and all you have to do is roll a 1d8.
And then add 1 to it.
And yes,
It is not going to make Roderick conscious, but it will stop him from bleeding out.
I understand that. I'm not looking to
Yeah,
bring him
no,
back
it's
into
great.
battle. I'm just trying to get him to not die.
it's the best thing.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, wow, so 7.
Nice.
Excellent. Good job. That's some good healing. And make sure you take it off your character sheet.
That helps him a lot. So Roderick is no longer bleeding out.
He
Very
so
good to know.
tilts his head up, pours the potion down his throat, and he's now only at -4.
Man.
It's still
Can
unconscious.
I do anything else at this point?
Nope, that takes a full
That
round.
is a full round to do that.
All right. Well, it seems to me that's what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. That is a great use of using a potion.
Maybe she should get a hero card.
No.
Not so much. It is now the skeleton's turn, who now ignites on fire.
No, he's freshly wet. He can't ignite yet.
Also, he hasn't taken that much damage.
I don't
I
think
thought it
it's
was
damage
like when
based.
you
It's
get.
not damage based.
Oh.
It's when they're out of the
Damn.
water.
Well, he's going to make his way up toward Vivian, because that was his initial target.
It's very rude.
Is he out of the water
But
yet?
he steps up into Thurskell's range. So Thurskell, you get your attack off.
Hit him.
Oh, maybe.
Thurskell's standing on my flail.
15
15 total.
total.
15 is a miss.
What? What? How is that a miss?
Just barely, but it's a miss. Alright, so he goes to swing a claw at Vivian. Or two. Just one claw.
The claw.
The claw. Natural 2.
All right.
Oh, thank goodness for
Is
that.
that your total?
That is my total. Well, no, it's not the total, but it's still.
This was like a
That's
5.
a miss.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to assume. Like, he could have a +20 for all I know.
I would tell you the total on that one, but yeah, it's a natural 2.
That's a miss.
It's a miss.
Thank goodness for that.
Vivian.
All right.
It's now your turn.
Doesn't he have 2?
Well, he moved up, so he
Okay.
can't do the full round attack.
I'm sorry that I was trying to help you.
Yeah. No, you're
You
good.
should be sorry about that.
I almost did too, but remembered he had to move up to get there. So, Vivian is the start of your turn, and you are standing next to him, so you do take the fire damage of
Oh.
being in his aura.
This will be your first actual hit point damage.
1 point of fire damage.
You're getting off a lot easier than Roderick did.
She did have to go underwater. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's still kind of soaky.
Yeah. I don't ignite as well.
Every
I
single
don't
one of
ignite
us
as
has
well.
had something terribly shitty happen to us. It exploded in Thorskill's face. Zenobia threw a flail into the water. Roderick is dying.
Yes, it's been a really awful battle.
And
Vivian was drowning.
She was drowning.
Okay, so Vivian is going to
Like
take.
the worst heroes ever.
We're doing real well.
So
This is the
Keystone
two-
Cops.
This is the two skeletons and the zombie all over again.
I mean, we do have a track record that this is how we fight.
Being terrible at this game.
So I blame you for your bad rolls. They've cursed us all. So Vivian is going to take a 5-foot step diagonally back. So she's between Thurskell and Zenobia now.
Okay.
And she is going to channel to heal us.
Okay.
Natural 2.
Okay, well, Roderick's at -2 now.
Turn him up a little bit.
I mean,
So
every
I
point
get
counts.
2 points back also.
Yeah, every point
Yes.
counts.
Everyone gets 2
Yeah.
It's nothing to sneeze at. That's 8 total hit points. That's
When
2
everyone's
each, so.
taking damage now,
Yeah.
so it's just. And since Thurskell's there, she just wants to keep her meat shield healthy.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So you took 2 points off, Thurskell?
Put 2 points on.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
So Vivian heals everybody for 2 points.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thurskell, it is your turn.
I guess it's hammer time.
It's always hammer time.
Oh, I dropped my die on the floor.
Are you adjacent to it to start?
He is.
Shut
All
up.
right, so you will take the fire damage. 3 points of fire damage.
So, the 2 points that you just gave me, worthless.
Well,
No, because you would have been 3. You would have been 2 lower now.
now you just took
Worthless.
now you just took 1 point. You know what? I wouldn't have to heal you that way if you didn't if you could just kill it, then it'd be fine.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's gonna hit. Natural 16.
Yes.
That'll hit.
All right,
Come on,
Good
Thurskell.
stuff.
Bring down the hammer.
here we go. No, that's terrible.
It's the most awkward roll ever, by the way.
It is. Yeah, this microphone is in my way. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage, and you smash this one, which does explode.
It hits
Standing
me
next
for.
to you
Thurskell's the only one in the blast radius, though, so that's...
again.
Please
Actually,
do
no, I'm
max
sorry,
damage.
Vivian was
Do
two.
max damage.
2.
Okay, 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
No, I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say max damage would have put me at unconscious.
That would have been hilarious, though.
Oh,
No,
man.
I'm sorry. I was lying. Vivian was adjacent to it.
Nope.
So
Was I?
yeah, it was in front of Thurskell, so you're still 5 foot. You could have hit it.
I thought it was.
She's 10
I thought
feet
it was
di-
5
she's
foot.
10 foot
still in the
diagonal
water.
from- Yeah.
She took a 5
He
foot
was
step
here.
last time to
She's-
get away
she's
from it.
behind. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
so
right.
it was just Thurskell.
Just Thurskell.
All right, so that combat is now done.
So our very first combat, guys. That was.
Oh, yay!
Oh,
That's not true at all.
Did we level
we've had
up?
4 different combats.
Not yet.
Yeah, when do we level up? I'm now
Okay.
feeling it.
We kind of
Alright.
need it.
Wait. We have other stuff to do before worrying about this.
Oh, you mean bring him back to life and heal us up?
And pick up my flail and try and recover my arrow.
Oh, your arrow's gone.
Give me
He
a.
says I get to roll
You
to
get
see
a,
if
you get
I
to roll a
recover.
percentile die.
Don't
This-
tell me this.
I was going to ask if she got penalties because it's in the water.
I was wondering because don't you lose the arrow if it hits?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it hit? But
And she did hit.
She did hit, actually, yeah.
yeah. But you flavor said that it didn't hit.
That's true.
You
So-
said it went through.
You did.
I will,
It missed everything, is what you said.
because it was technically a hit, and it's in really murky water that's hard to see, I will still give you the chance to recover it, but it's going to be a 25% chance instead
Fair
of
enough.
50.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
So she
what
needs
does
to
she
get
have
a
to roll?
75 or
70,
higher.
75 or higher.
6.
6. That's the second time a 6 has been rolled.
It's gone forever.
And this is the first. This is the hundreds, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
0
that's the 10
6.
So it's a 006.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Hey, it's worth trying,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
great.
So that one, it just seemed to float down into the depths of the water.
okay.
Unable to find it. It is now 20 feet below.
Can I detect magic?
Sure.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, why would you?
I'm not going to at this moment, but
You detect one arrow.
so
in the
while
depths.
Zenobia's doing that, Vivian rushes up to Roderick. She's like, "Oh my, what happened?" And she's going to cast Cure Light Wounds.
Does that also hit Thorskill and me?
No, that's not a channel.
What do you think I rolled, Richard?
A 1.
I rolled a 2
Ah.
again.
Well,
So-
that puts him at +1.
Oh,
so
he's
that's
awake.
3 points.
So you guys want to go back to Kendra's? What?
Is that with 2 or 3?
Yeah, this is exactly how we're gonna beat this in time: is 1 combat and then go rest.
Well, we really do need to.
You're dead.
Not anymore.
Well, you sort of dead.
She's gonna keep channeling it.
Let's see if we can go get Father Grimburrow just to go give us hit point healing and then go back out again. Because I still have 2 magic missiles I can cast.
Yeah, I'm at 4.
Yeah, so
Did you
if
take 2 or 3 healing?
3.
Okay.
Can I send an ether mail to Father Grimborough?
I mean, he's not. He never checks that.
So
Right.
so
He doesn't know how to work the ethereal computer.
so Roderick comes back too. Just
And you see a very mud-soaked Vivian leaning over you. It's like
So-
the Little Mermaid, but not sexy. Well, if you're into mud. No, it's like mud wrestling sexy.
She's got little eels coming out from under her.
Ew. Gross. No.
Little eels coming out.
Nope.
so Roderick kind of looks around and sees everybody still alive. So we made it.
We won.
Well, you didn't, but we did.
This was a great show of teamwork.
What happened?
Zenobia pulled you away, and Thurskell fought off the rest of the skeletons, and I'm pretty sure the skeleton that had me underwater fumbled, which is why I was able to get away, because I couldn't have done it on my own.
That's oddly specific.
But that's Vivian. Oddly specific.
But thank you. That was a very difficult fight for us, but Thank you all for keeping me alive.
I'm very glad you're not dead, Roderick.
I'm too, yes.
Roderick,
Yes.
buy new dice.
So what do we do now? I'm exhausted.
I mean, we have to press on. This is
know.
our first. I mean, we have to press on.
Yeah.
But we are in no shape to do so.
Roderick's like, I still have my spells. If we can get healing from the temple, we can come back.
I mean, it's only 4 miles.
Yeah, it's just an hour.
Be about 2 hours total.
Yeah.
To get there, get healed, come back.
So do we do that? We go to base, and the priest.
It's hide and seek.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
Ollie oxen free.
You're welcome to press forward with him at 1 hit point.
It's a bad idea to do that, and he's got all his spells, and she's got how many channels do you have left? 2? 1?
2.
Yeah.
She's got 2 channels left in both of her and one of her spell slots, and I have both my spell slots.
And I don't have spells, but I've got my strength. But that would also, take the shaking condition off because that would definitely get rid of that 8 minutes.
That was the other reason that was so brutal was the fact that their skull was shaken.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with my strength.
Yeah, I'm just saying time is really important. So if we have this go to the chapel and get healed option,
Is that an
we
option?
should take it.
It is an option.
So let's do that.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Because I'm still down 2 hit points. We can't keep using.
Yeah.
Vivian only has so much. Like, we can't just keep tapping her all day. Well, I could.
No, you have Kendra. You've made this very clear.
There's time for that to change.
Okay, let's go back to town once again.
I'm very happy my character's still alive.
I thought your character was going to die.
It's all Zenobia. Like, Zenobia saved him.
Yeah, Zenobia saved him. Good job, Zenobia.
Got a lot closer than I thought it would.
For this weak-ass 3 skeletons.
3 skeletons.
Burning skeletons are no joke. Like, I don't think they should be a CR 1/2. I think they should be
we're doing all this
Yeah,
discussing
yeah.
while we're walking back home. We're going,
Yeah, no, we're
Whoa.
this is definitely on the road.
wee doggies.
beaten
Okay.
and burned and, like, freshly healed.
Smelly. Vivian
gashes.
smells now. She's just like,
Oh, yeah, and
Need to
completely
go-
muddy.
Need to go change clothes again before heading back out.
she's good. She's
I
gonna
think
go.
we just go to the community outside shower and just say, Vivi, you're going to get dirty again.
She's
Just
gonna
rinse
jump.
off.
She's gonna jump in like the holy water
Yes.
fountain, like the baptismal fountain.
And the whole,
Don't do that! Don't do that!
jump in the baptismal font.
I would get more, the one that you threw at me.
I'm replenishing, yes.
Can't you do that, or does she need to make a donation to the church or whatever?
Donations
I
are
just-
appreciated.
She
but
needs a
she's-
new vial because she broke it.
I go over to the outside in, inside out. My friend gives me a bottle. I get another holy water replacement.
As bad
I also I go to the Cure Light Wounds store and I buy another potion.
How much is that? How much are those?
Well, as bad as Roderick got hurt, he never actually stepped in the mud, so he's the only one who's not muddy.
How much are Cure Light Wounds potions?
50?
Yeah, I think it's 50.
50
I
gold.
think 50 gold.
Priest has to give us a Cure Light Wounds potion.
That's not how this works.
Nope. He doesn't have any to give.
Roderick can give you one of his. Since
Roderick has 2, so he's happy to give you one in exchange for the one used on him. Here, I still think it's more important for you to have this, especially since I have another one.
Especially since I'm probably going to die again, and I'll need you to give this to me later.
Alrighty then.
I'm going to stop running in this time.
Okay. So you've gone back, got your healing.
So, is there any commentary? Like, did they give us any sour looks, or...
Nobody's looking at us very confidently, Roderick.
Most of the town looks terrified that you've been gone for an hour and
Come back.
an hour and 20 minutes or
Roderick's
so.
covered in blood.
Everyone else is covered in mud.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian looks like a sexy drowned rat. I don't know. Sexy swamp creature. Like the lady swamp creature.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Father Grimborough will be there to see you, and there's like, oh dear me, did the ghosts of Harrowstone do this to you?
Well, not the ghosts per se, just some skeletons that were on fire.
Ghostly skeletons that were on fire?
Nothing
Just
ghostly about them. Just
skeletons. Just
That's not true. They were on fire.
But you handled the previous undead attacks so handily.
well, do you remember that last fight? Wasn't that handily?
These ones were also on fire.
These priests obviously haven't heard the judge not lest you be judged philosophy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, are we ready to go back?
So do they heal us all up fully?
Yeah, healed
Fully?
back up fully. There's enough there that they can do
With their channels?
channels and cure lights.
Chain channeling.
Changing.
I'm glad that the prison is so close to healing.
Yeah.
Perhaps we need to take someone with us, like Dwarfy, and have him stand outside the gate. in case
Or we need like
more healing.
a bicycle, like something that can get us to and fro faster.
Right.
A horse. Are there horses in town?
There's probably a horse somewhere.
Yeah, we'll figure this out later.
It's a 1-horse town, so
There is a horse.
Roderick's like, as we're walking back, Roderick's doing like the stretching his arms and shoulders back thing. Like, Zenobia, that was my fault. I'm sorry I put the party at risk by running forward ahead of you. We talked about you going first, and when I saw Vivian getting dragged underwater, I was overtaken and I just ran after her.
I tell you, wink and you're just useless.
oh, I just
That's
took the
okay,
shaking
Robert.
condition off. Those 2 points. I mean, I got 2 points back on my strength, so that actually would have helped, and I would have killed it.
Yep.
But I didn't.
That's okay, Roderick. We're all trying to learn.
Yeah, especially all those
Stay out of my
15-year-old
way.
that were 1 point too low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did recover Zenobia's flail, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So it's your fault that we almost died,
The GM?
making me shaken.
You're the one that failed your will save.
All right.
So when we get back to Harrowstone...
So I kind of like, it's like little kids going back to their treehouse, like going through the same pathway, and like we kind of sneak past the gate again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This time there's no feeling of fire or claustrophobia.
That's good. Do we head back over to the water?
This time I'm picking where we're going. Well, let's go to the warden's house.
All right, let's go to the warden's house.
So we walk over, we pass the trees, we don't get close to the prison quite yet.
Yeah, so last time when we took a right at the center tree to go to the water, this time we went to the center tree and then took a left to the warden's house.
All right. So now at the warden's house,
Roll perception.
you see a small brick manor house that is overgrown with thick sheets of gray-green ivy. The roof sags ominously, and the front door hangs askew.
24 perception.
25.
The 24 and the 25 perception, you can tell that this house is very unstable.
26.
Oh, so we don't want to walk in there.
Who's the heaviest character?
Probably Zenobia because of her gear.
Are there windows?
Yes.
Vivian would like to go up to one of the windows and peek inside while detecting magic.
Okay. So you go up to one of the windows, you peek inside, you do not detect magic, and the house looks pretty ransacked.
Like people have already been here.
Mm-hmm.
And our perception checks kind of tell us the same thing, that there's nothing but more hit point damage.
Awaiting me, yes.
So do we walk all around it, or are we just in the front right now?
Well, she went around to one of the windows that was on the side.
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah.
What's this on this picture? It's a rectangle building, and then there's this circle part.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was.
It's a
looking at.
tower.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little...
a tower in the warden's house.
Yeah, so the warden can like walk up the stairs and peek out the window at the prison to make sure everything's okay.
So it's not, is this on the perimeter or is it actually in the compound?
It's still it's within the grounds. It's just separate from the main prison itself.
Got it. I am not stepping in there because I am not going to have this house collapse.
Is
around
there
me.
anything... Are all the windows broken? Like, are they just... Is there glass?
Yeah, they're mostly shattered or...
Vivian would like to pick up a stone and cast light on it and throw it into the... Ask Thurskell to throw it into the house.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to find out where it lands?
No.
Or no, it just lands in the house.
I mean, it's AC 5 to hit a square, but you're just throwing it
Yeah.
Anywhere.
anywhere
Not
in there, so it
Just
doesn't really
skittering
matter.
it.
But I will roll to see if it collapses the house.
That's very
If it
impressive.
hits something.
One little rock. Really, what we're concerned about is we don't want to miss any journals or other
Exactly.
plot
I want a
points.
journal.
It is at this point, a 10% chance for it to collapse.
Oh, only 10?
53.
Okay, so it
it's-
doesn't collapse.
It's still standing.
So we kind of see it like
Shudder.
yeah, we hear a board snap and dust like ugh. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm just
I'm
looking
not
to
gonna
see
go
if there's a
step on
book
that.
or anything in there.
You don't see anything.
Well, that was a bust.
I mean, we don't know if it's a bust because we're all too scared to go in.
Let's collapse the building and then search the ruins.
I mean, I'm for it. Want me to hit?
Roderick and Thurskill just start going at it with their warhammers.
Not a bad way to spend the rest of this day.
Just whack.
Just beating the crap out of it.
Just open the door and then slam it.
And then you keep rolling percentile dice to see if it falls.
Yeah, and then like all that'll be left is just the door.
Yeah. I saw exactly the cartoon thing. It's like,
Yeah.
And then the door falls on you instead of falling in.
of course.
Because that's our luck.
Yep.
So, are we just going to leave it?
What do y'all think? It seems kind of silly to just like go through ruins.
Well, I mean, that's what the prison is.
Burn it.
It's
I'll-
all ruins.
That's not what I meant.
Just to keep things moving, I'll spare you. There is nothing in
Okay.
this house.
Alrighty.
It's just a death trap for you to walk in and have it collapse.
We
on
went
you.
to the pool. We went to the house. Do you think it's time to go into the prison?
What else is around the perimeter?
You still have the 2 observation towers on the perimeter wall.
Yeah, I guess we should go check out one of these observation towers.
Keep heading northwest.
We're near we're on the west turn gate where the house was, so we'll just work our way around the edge until we hit one of the towers.
So from where you are, there's one directly in front of you, but if you look around it, you don't really see any stairs or anything to get up to it. As you continue around to the western side of the wall, there's another tower there with stairs leading up to it. You're also on the side over here with the balcony of the prison with stairs going up to the balcony.
So there's two towers. One of them has stairs, one of them doesn't.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, so we're exploring the grounds and trying to make sure to check everything of note before we actually walk into the prison itself.
If only we had a grappling hook.
You could go up to the one that doesn't have stairs.
From the map, it looks like we could just walk to the one that doesn't have stairs from the one that does across the wall.
That is correct.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Perhaps we don't have to anti-repel.
So the like as I mentioned before, the walls are 20 feet high. These towers extend another 10 feet above that. So at the towers, you're 30 feet high.
This is why you bring the 17 intelligence character.
So y'all go further across to the
Fat lot of good it's done.
western side of the grounds to go up the stairs on that side to make it easier on yourselves.
I'm staying back now.
So, I'm going up first. I notice I've been put first.
As you get up closer to this tower, everyone give me a perception check.
And do we need to say what weapons we're holding?
24.
20.
I'm using this D20 now. That's a lot better.
I rolled a natural 4, so you can just probably skip me.
All right. So the 24, these are old stone towers with wooden roofs. The roofs have collapsed in and are starting to, the walls are starting to crumble a little bit. The walls have the thick ivy that is weaving its way up the side of the tower. With the, you said 24?
Yes, sir.
All right. With the 24, as you start approaching the tower and the little dark crevices through like where the windows would be and the doorway is, you start seeing these little beady little eyes and mats of fur.
Gary.
And little squeaks.
Rats.
Oh, rats.
Rats.
Why does it always have to be red?
And is that how far you are from the edge of the tower?
I think that makes sense with the description you gave.
Okay. So
So how far is that?
Do you tell us what you see here?
Of course,
on,
yeah.
hold
So
on.
5:15, we're all 20 feet away.
20 feet away? All right. So they're still squeaking around the side.
So there's a...
So you tell us to stop?
Yeah, there's a lot of rats in the tower.
Ew, rats, gross.
An alarming number of rats.
Let's just set the tower on fire.
I like that idea.
Who's got fireball? Nobody?
I have an alchemist fire.
I don't think that's
we
going to
should
work.
I don't think we should waste it on rats.
Also, I mean, this place already burned and they're still here.
Roderick looks at his hands like, I could have prepared burning hands, but I didn't.
I don't think they're 100-year-old rats.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Do they just look like regular rats?
They look like large rats,
But like
bigger than...
Gee, if only someone could detect magic.
But like just rats.
They are rodents of unusual size. But they're definitely rats.
Yeah, detect magic on the tower.
No magic.
Why did I prepare this spell, Richard?
This is important information. If they're regular rats, if we just leave them alone, they should just stay in this stupid tower.
But we want to go in the stupid tower.
Do we?
I don't want to go in this stupid tower.
There could be treasure in there.
He's right, you know.
Do you think there's any treasure left after 100 years? You don't think there have been people in here?
I mean, if they're pack rats, they've been stealing stuff from around town. Also, they're XP.
I was going to say, I
Ooh,
think
that's a
we
good
should
point.
farm as much XP as possible.
Right, and if there's any magic items, they're like protected from deterioration.
I'm going to stand out. You chase them out here. I'll smack them.
Yeah. Do we know anything about... Nobody has knowledge nature, do they?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, so we don't have anything. Well,
Nope.
Roderick's sticking with his Warhammer because that's what he had out before with the skeletons.
Yep, me too.
But
Okay.
I guess I'll get my glaive out. No, I'll do my crossbow. I don't want to be near rats. Rats are gross.
Can you really crossbow aim at a rat?
I mean, they're
Well,
of
it depends on
unusual
if-
size.
It depends on if it's a swarm. Like, if it's a big rat, I could do it, but if it was a swarm, it wouldn't work.
I mean, we can see multiple eyes.
Pew pew.
Do we know how many eyes?
A lot.
yeah, so
Oh,
this is-
so it probably is a swarm.
yeah, it could be a swarm or it could just be several dire rats. I don't know.
I think we should set the tower on fire. Would
Get 'em
would
while they-
setting
get
a
'em
tower
while they
on
run out.
fire hurt any magical items that are in there?
I think everything that was going to burn has burned.
It would hurt any scrolls.
Well, the fire was in the prison itself, not the wall. The wall collapsed from the
old,
yeah,
the age.
yeah. Like the wall didn't catch fire.
The wall on that side collapsed because of the sinkhole that created
Oh,
from the
right.
fire inside.
You know what we could do? And someone else will have to think of this. We could put like a rag in the window because this is like a slit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we could put a rag in there and like set it on fire.
I have a lantern. Does it have a door?
There's
This
the
is
door.
a tower, yeah.
Mhm.
It's a guard tower.
We can light the lantern on fire. Throw the lantern in the door. It'll splash the fuel all over.
So here's another thing.
I think we're overthinking it.
Yeah,
just a bit.
here's another thing. Coming back around. If we feel like we're on a time limit and we're trying to stop Visoriana from dying, should we really waste time fucking around
That's
with
true.
rats?
That's true.
It's experience points is what you guys say.
Right, but is that what our
doesn't
characters would think? Like, I'm gonna go fight
Yes,
some rats, so I'm strong enough.
After you nearly getting killed by 3 puny skeletons, I think EXP points.
They were on fire.
Is there going to be... Oh, no. Sorry, I just mixed my... I was thinking of the Pied Piper. Because I was thinking of the Piper. The what was his name?
Piper of Ilmarsh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to get
I was
back
like, is
into
there
Roderick's
anyone
head.
that can control vermin that would bring these rats to us later?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I'm going back to Roderick. Like, we have to save Visoriana. These rats are not going to be a problem. We do not have time to waste with them.
Unless
Well-
there's something that could control vermin that brings them up.
Also,
behind
you
us.
were wrong about the water, so I don't know.
It seems to me if we weren't going to the towers, if that was an argument, we never would have gone there in the first place.
True.
So is your argument that since we're already here?
Since you didn't raise this objection before,
Well, I didn't know there were rats in the tower.
Look,
I think
Thurscale
Roderick's
just
afraid of
walks
rats.
up to the door.
No.
Thurskell walks up to the door. Okay. As you walk up to the door, the rats start converging through all the holes in the wall and underneath the door. And we're rolling for initiative.
Decision has been made. I'm rolling with this one now.
I grew tired.
Vivian,
3.
3. Thurskell,
13.
15.
Switching dice.
Zenobia,
5.
5. And Roderick.
9.
That's some low-ass initiative.
Yeah, we did a lot better with the skeletons.
Doesn't really matter, does it? It's just a turn's order.
That matters a lot at high levels.
Alright, if you wouldn't mind putting that up there, right next to Thurskell.
Are they still halfway in the building, or are they all the way out now?
They're moving out now because they go first.
Okay. Squeak.
It's a swarm.
Is it a swarm?
Yep.
So a swarm of rats emerges from all the creaks and cracks of the tower.
Mm-hmm. They are fast-moving and all of that fun stuff. And the fun thing about a swarm is they don't have to roll an attack to hit you.
They just hit.
They just have to occupy a square that you're in. So you have been attacked by the swarm. They're biting at your feet. You take 5 points of damage from
That's
the
a
bite.
lot of damage for these stupid rats.
And I also need you to make 2 fortitude saves.
Two fortitude saves.
2 fortitude saves.
Philip, you and I should do that some more.
2 fortitude saves.
Just did that again.
Crack die. My first fortitude save is a 9.
The 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Second fortitude save is an 18.
Good. 18.
I hope the bad one was the second one.
All right. So the first one, as most rat swarms have, they have filth fever.
Yep.
It hasn't onset yet, but you are infected.
That can have an onset of days.
And we'll check back in a little bit on that.
Ask Vivian later. She knew a lot about centipede poison.
Right. But you have staved off the nausea that came with being bitten as well.
Honestly, that's worse.
All right. So that was them. Thurskell, you are up next.
Hammer, hammer, hammer. God bless America. Okay, 12.
Shouldn't be too hard to hit a swarm.
12 will not hit.
Ah,
Really?
What the heck, man? I don't like this prison. We haven't even gone inside yet.
Okay, so I swung my hammer.
Mhm.
I got bit.
You got bit.
I'm backing up.
Backing
okay,
up.
"Oh, this rat is gross. It's so gross."
Okay.
No, I'm backing up further.
Behind the women folk.
You've been bitten.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roderick,
Bitten twice shy.
you're up next.
So Roderick, going off of the set them on fire idea, draws his alchemist fire that he had from before and throws it at the swarm. That's a 11 against touch.
11 against touch. That is a miss.
Alright, well, it's that's
So
still
you
enough
get
to hit
this-
the square.
Yeah.
So that's still 1 point of splash damage.
1 point of splash damage.
A fire splash damage?
Yes, it's
So
fine.
you have burned 1 rat.
Take that, Mickey Mouse.
His hammer is out, and him like a dummy is going to step forward again.
Okay. Zenobia.
So I'm going to hit the closest one with my longsword after studying it.
Yeah, you can
Can I-
study.
can
You
I
can study
a
this.
swarm.
Study the swarm. See how it's moving.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, swarms are immune to anything that targets a single enemy, so you
yeah.
can't study
So
the
you
swarm.
cannot study.
It's like, why don't you guys know these rules? Why do you tell me?
Because we have to think of them. There are so many rules.
Kind of my point.
So, because this is more than just a single entity, it is.
So
a swarm of them.
I'm learning about my skills, and I realize I can't study a swarm. but I can hit it.
Yep.
20, 17 plus 3.
20 will hit.
Yeah.
And that's 1d8 plus 2. 4.
4 points of damage. All right. And what type of weapon was that?
Longsword.
Longsword, so a slashing weapon.
Yes.
So it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought it should do.
About half, you'd say?
About half.
Alrighty, I know what I'm going to do next time. I'm going to step back then.
Okay.
I'm with
backing up.
Thorskull.
All right. Vivian.
Well, since the two heavy hitters have now backed up, Vivian's going to step immediately behind Roderick and say, "Good luck, buddy."
Do you touch him?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
You thought I was just leaving you.
Just
Bye.
good luck.
Here, Roderick, deal with the rats. You are the one who didn't want to do this.
You're the one who said we had to get the outside perimeter all taken care of because we didn't want stuff to follow us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, but rats wouldn't follow us.
You don't know that.
All right.
So, I give you a bit of luck.
Good.
All right. So Roderick now has a bit of luck. Vivian is now cowered behind Roderick in fear.
But I'm in front of the others, so I'm less cowardly than the other two.
That's true.
You just didn't have the movement speed.
You said you had your glaive out, right?
No, I had my crossbow out, but can she switch? Or is
Not
that
with
a
the
full
amount
action?
of space you've moved. You moved.
Yeah.
You
No, I
moved.
just moved one.
Oh no, you took a 5-foot step. Yes, you can drop your crossbow and draw your glaive then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like she'd probably feel a little bit safer with a glaive than a crossbow against a swarm of rats.
Exactly. No, she had her crossbow out while she was walking.
So drop a crossbow, draw a glaive with a move action, touch Roger with the standard action, take a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
what
if
you
you
said.
understood all that, you have great listening skills.
Let's talk faster.
So next up, top of the round, is the rat swarm.
Why do your monsters always go first?
Because we rolled horrible initiative. Do you remember that?
Yeah, y'all rolled really bad initiative.
It was really bad.
He's not wrong.
Oh, question real quick.
Uh-huh.
Are they little rats or big rats?
They're big rats.
So it's a swarm of big rats.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
They're not dire rats.
Okay.
But they are very large
But they're
rats.
like New York rats?
Yes.
Ugh.
Gross.
And their fur is all matted and gross.
You know, I don't actually know what the significance of a New York rat is. I've never been to New York. I assume they're the size of capybaras.
City rats are bigger than town rats.
Some
Suburb
city
rats.
some city rats can be about as big as a cat.
That's enormous.
Or a possum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some Americans we went to London before we went to New York.
That's a slightly smaller than I was imagining, because I was imagining like a capybara.
Yeah.
No.
I feel
That's
like
a dire rat.
that would be more a dire rat.
What's a capybara?
What do the rats
It's
do?
like a big kitty.
What do the rats do?
The
The
rats
maximum hamster.
Yeah.
Move.
Got it.
The rats will move 15 feet and get as many people as they can within those
Oh,
15
no.
feet.
15 feet they can get Roderick and Vivian. Now,
They
the
can't get
interesting
Zenobia?
thing... No.
Okay.
The interesting thing is that swarms provoke attacks of opportunity when they move out of threatened squares. So, these rats provoked from both Vivian and Roderick.
Did they provoke from me?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, because I have my
you have your
glaive
glaive out.
out.
You have a reach weapon.
Hey!
So go ahead and try to attack them.
Heyo!
That's a natural 10 for the first roll, because I have a bit of luck. Natural 2 for the second one, so we got the 10. 13.
13
Mm-hmm.
will miss.
Of course it does.
Oh, well, so I rolled a 6, and with my bonuses, that's a 6.
That
A lot
will
of good that did.
That will also miss.
Mhm.
All right. So Roderick. First, Roderick takes 2 points of damage. Vivian takes 5, and then I need both of you to make 2 fortitude saves.
Alright, silver's 1, solids lose 2.
Oh,
God.
15 for 1, 11 for 2.
All right. First one passes, so you're not infected with filth fever, but you are nauseated.
Which means I can take move actions, but not standard ones. Great. That is just great.
Okay. And your fortitude saves.
Never
so
understood.
taking 5 points of damage, Vivian's now shaken.
Okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So what does that change? Because I've already wait, I wrote it down. Why am I asking you? So that's a -2 on saves.
Uh-oh.
Ugh, why did I take that? This is why you should never build characters.
Based on story.
Yeah.
But it's what I do.
So it's fortitude saves?
Yes. 2 fortitude saves.
14 for the first one,
That passes.
11 for the second one.
11 fails. So
Okay.
you're not infected with filth fever, but you are nauseated for 1 round. That's fun. Thurskell.
I guess a 5-foot step and swing.
These rats.
I have a question. Where in the swarm is there a penalty that he has to take? Since we're...
Only for casting spells.
Yeah.
They have distraction,
Okay.
but we're not.
This
Okay.
is melee.
18
18?
plus. Well, I mean that's gonna hit, right?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Natty 18 will hit, boy.
4 plus 4 is 8.
8 points of damage, and you said that was with your hammer.
Uh huh.
Okay.
They
That-
smushed him.
That seemed to kill a bunch of them. So Thurskill steps up, smacks a whole bunch of them with his hammer.
Ew.
I imagine they go flying off of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
like
That's-
off into the mush.
It's really
Just
gross.
Their bodies broken and
Yeah, please keep describing the death of the rats to me, Richard.
yeah, like their little legs, like on one
No!
side, are all broken.
Just a little twitching.
Yeah,
around.
twitching.
It's terrible.
like-
Stop it.
They're
Yeah.
crushed.
Stop it.
And like their skulls are caved in.
I hate you.
It is Roderick's turn.
Roderick is nauseated, so he's actually going to run back through the group and
you should have rolled
Puke.
the tower.
what?
Go to the tower.
Why would I do that? No,
Because it's treasure. That I imagine in my head.
there's clearly treasure at the start. No, Roderick runs behind the group and leans over the railing on the staircase and throws up over onto the ground below.
Magic vomit.
Mm-hmm.
Those
All
aren't
right.
magic rats. They're just regular kind.
So Roderick
But you're magic, so it's magic
Pearl.
vomit.
They're very gross.
hurls off the side of the tower, and it is Zenobia's turn.
And I quick draw my flail, and I step forward to smash rats.
Okay.
Kill them. Kill those boys.
Make them go away. I want to sing some.
Should be +3.
I want to sing some rat.
Yeah. 14.
14. 14 hits.
Yay!
Yay!
Good job, Zenobia.
8.
Yeah.
8 points of damage, and Zenobia effectively kills the rest of the rat swarm.
Oh wow! So I just like she's got this flail in her hand. It's like these two balls at the on the end of chains, and just sweeps across and like flings them all off the.
Plus,
off the
it's all
railing.
covered in pond scum, so
Hey, you know,
fix
guys,
them with pond scum.
that was kind of my bad. I'm sorry.
Good job, though, both of y'all.
So let's go in the
Do I
tower,
feel,
I guess.
Do I feel any stronger?
We're really thirsty for that level up, Gary.
Feel any stronger?
Not yet.
Vivian's gonna channel again.
After vomiting.
She was
Right,
just
yeah.
nauseated. She didn't actually have to throw up.
Well, you still have to spend the round nauseated.
And Philip, notate on your sheet somewhere, put 2 days.
Dun dun dun.
He gets healed too, though.
Father
So-
Grimbarrow can take care of it.
So I kept rolling 2s on my channel die.
Mm-hmm.
So I switched to a different one.
Let's roll a 2.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Well, I'm only down 1 hit point now.
I get one back.
Yes, one
Yeah.
back,
Everyone gets 1 hit point back.
and you have 1 channel left.
Yep. And I am 1 point above shaken.
Well, we have
I'm not shaken anymore.
we have a couple potions too, so we can at least go investigate this other tower.
Yeah.
I want to go in this tower.
2 days, you said?
Yes, 2 days. Filth fever, 2 days.
We haven't gone in this tower
Insert the
yet.
sound from Majora's Mask. Ka-kung, ka-kung.
So let's check this tower out real fast, and then go to the next one.
All right,
Okay.
so rolling perception, looking at this tower. 16.
As you make your way into this first guard tower, the roof has collapsed down into it, making it very dangerous to trek through. You see where the rats have been living and making their nest in here, but you don't really see anything of note. It looks like,
Seriously, Gary? Seriously?
I mean, this place has been here for 50 years. You don't think people have already come through and taken stuff?
No, there's
I believe
rats.
I believe Zenobia made this point and was ignored
Yeah.
again.
Roderick's picking teeth out of his leather armor, and he's just like, I felt like we should have left them. And then he's like remembering like he needs to be more polite to be. It's like, but hey, we never knew there could have been some magical weapons or something in the rat swarm, so it was worth checking out.
You know what?
Roll a bluff check.
I'm just gonna, take the experience and just roll with it.
I like it. Take the experience.
Yep.
Zing.
Yep. All right, so do you continue on to the other tower, or do you head back down the stairs?
Yeah, let's go to the other tower. We're
Yeah,
already
we're
here.
already up here, so we should check the other one.
Okay. So you make your way around past the first observation tower, down the wall to the next observation tower. As you get closer to it, you realize that the second one is completely unstable and is mostly collapsed and would be very dangerous for you to trek into.
So it's just a repeat of the warden's house then.
Pretty much.
So, does this grounds have anything at all, ever? We've got skeletons and rats and nothing to show for it.
I do have some bites, and I'm covered in mud.
That's what I mean. All we got are our battle wounds and no treasure, no anything.
Well, if it makes you feel better, we have the entire backside of the grounds to investigate before we go inside.
You know what? Kiss my backside.
Oh, that's very aggressive. That's very aggressive.
like
There's
that.
Scott, let me look at your wounds real quick. And can I roll a heal check?
You certainly can.
13.
13? On what? Sorry, I wasn't
On my
paying
heal
attention.
check.
Filth fever.
Filth fever?
She did a heal check on me.
I would say that's enough for you to know that it's filth fever.
It's like a DC 11 save, a 12 save, right?
Yeah.
What are
DC
the-
12.
A DC 13 would be enough to identify it.
What are
Yep.
the effects of it?
The onset happens in 1d3 days. Frequency is once per day, and the effect is 1d3 dex damage and 1d3 con damage. In order to cure it, you have to make 2 consecutive saves.
So the tower's empty.
So, man, to answer your question about the disease and what you can do, you can help try to treat the disease.
Okay.
To where every day that he will have to make a save in order to cure it. If you succeed on a heal check based on the DC of the disease, he gets a +4 on that save.
That's nice. Alrighty. So, what do we do now? How long has all this taken so far?
You left in the morning, took an hour to get there.
2 hours to go back and get there again.
You fought the skeletons.
That's like 5 minutes.
Probably, well, plus the exploring a little bit, getting over there, I'd say about 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
So it's like noon?
Then, yeah, it's probably about noon.
Oh, good lord.
This is day 1, you guys.
Right.
How damaged is he?
I'm going to take dex damage,
He's
which is
fine.
bad.
But not
you
for
still
2
have-
days.
Affect
You still
my
have
AC.
2
and
days.
then
Yeah, I'm only 1 hit point down.
I'm 4 down.
I am more than that.
Yeah, Vivian's gonna go ahead and do one more channel to get us all
As good as
bumped
we can
up.
be.
And Vivian, she doesn't like being this close to... She can tell that she's 1 hit point away from being shaken.
Right, and this isn't using all of our resources either. We have potions of cure light and stuff too, if we get in a dire situation. But
4.
yay, so everybody's at full. I think that was a good call because we still have to bear in mind we're against the clock on this one. So
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, but again, this is day 1.
It's rough.
if we can clear the entire outside grounds in 1 day, that's a huge load off our minds and a huge amount of work done. We can go in to the prison itself the next day and start fresh there, knowing that the grounds outside are cleared.
Okay, I mean,
I think
it's
a good
not
plan.
ideal for Thurskill, who once thought this was going to be a 1 day thing.
He's not used to working really hard.
No. Usually just my tribe just attacks and we take it over and we're done.
All right.
And then feast.
So let's go on.
All right, so we make our way down the stairs from the wall.
Well,
and
before you go down the stairs, as you get over there to those stairs and you're looking back toward the prison, you're exactly even with the western balcony on the side of the prison. So you're not looking for it at the moment, but everybody as you're walking around there, give me a perception check.
17.
ooh, nice, 22.
14.
Oh, 20.
20? All right. So everybody but Zenobia. As you look across to that western balcony, you see a large chopping block, and you see 2 skeletal hands holding a ghostly scythe, chopping down over that, and then it dissipates and fades away.
Can I roll a knowledge on that?
You can do religion, and you can also do knowledge local.
I can do knowledge local.
23, religion.
23
5 religion.
23 local.
23 local. All right. So between the 2 of those, you would realize that this is also a haunt. And with the local specifically, you would recognize this was the location where they did the executions. So this was the executioner's axe. They used a scythe instead of the usual axe. Here at Harrowstone.
Because they wanted to be extra goth.
Yeah.
Since we saw this haunt ahead of time, I'm thinking about our haunt siphons. What do we know about being able to beat it, or is this something we should just avoid?
I'm confused location-wise. We're looking, the haunt's happening in the prison?
It's on the balcony. You're
We're on the wall
across
looking
from
at
it.
it.
We're on the parapet across
Yeah.
from.
And especially with the 23 knowledge local, you would also know that there is one of the urban legends of the town of Ravengrow as people seeing the executioner's scythe, just the ghostly scythe on that corner.
So I tell you the local story
About
this. Yeah.
So yes, it appears to be another haunt, and that it appears that the townspeople have been seeing it the whole time. Okay, so is
Yes.
this something we should go and try to beat this haunt? Is this something we should avoid entirely?
You don't know for sure because the executioner was one of the guards, so you don't know if this is a good haunt, like this is just a recurring thing that's happening, or if this is something that's going to try to attack you.
Are there
So-
such things as good haunts?
Some haunts are just residual energy where it's more like you see a vision of something, and others where it actually tries to attack you and do damage to you. You cannot tell from where you are, how far away from it you are, and knowing the story of what it is, if this is good or bad.
But it's not necessarily good. It's just we can't ask a haunt to help us, is my question.
So you don't know if this is one of the spirits that's helping keep the prisoners of Harrowstone in, or one that is trying to get out.
So I have a theory. I think Roderick is the only lawfully aligned character in the group.
Correct.
So, given that he's lawful, he might be able to gain some sympathy with an executioner.
So what does that mean, Roderick?
So,
What do you think we should do, Roderick?
if this was a keeper of the law, I can't tell if this is one of the good spirits keeping things at bay, or if this is one of the bad spirits that is going to attack us. But
So once again, we're ignorant.
I just want to point out that one of the gods tried to pull Vivian underwater.
That's right. What were the 3
All right.
skeletons?
Well, so the question was, the question we have, Roderick, that you asked was, should we use the haunt siphon on this? And the answer, I think, is no. Because if it's a good haunt, or neutral haunt, whatever you want to think, then it's helping keep the prisoners in.
the bad spirits, yeah.
We should not use a haunt siphon until we know it's a bad haunt.
Yeah, and we can use it the first round it activates, so he could just have it in hand and, like, if shit starts going down, pop it.
So strategy-wise, that's what we should do. There's a staircase connecting to the balcony, isn't there?
Yes.
It goes right up, so...
It goes right up to it.
And since Roderick's lawful good, he should probably go first, because... I mean...
Didn't you say you weren't going to go first
Sure.
anymore?
I'm all for it.
So we want to try to approach this haunt. Do you want to try to sneaky sneak? Do you want to try to hail and well met? Do you want some guidance?
Hi, Haunt.
Do you want a bit of luck?
Bit of luck would be good for the round he goes up.
So I should come with you.
Yeah.
Well, we're all going. I'm not going to split the party.
Right, but it's
Well,
just
yeah,
a matter of who goes
just-
first.
Yes.
So I could be grabbing onto a stupid tangent again, but...
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
They're
we're
all
on.
stupid tangents.
So
We all have them.
So we're on the outer wall. We're going to cross over the bridge
Mhm.
from the wall to the balcony where we're seeing an executioner. Does it look like he's executing anything? Like, is it just...
It looks like he walks the balcony and then slices down and then disappears.
and
He
just
does that
keeps doing
over and
that
over.
Just does that over and over again. But it's not like a pattern. Like, you can't, like, time it out with,
Yeah.
every 30 seconds he comes
But he
and
always
does
goes
that.
back to the same thing.
He goes back
We
to the
should
same
put a
thing.
melon under the
Ooh,
chopping block.
I don't have a
Did you
melon.
bring a melon?
I don't have
No,
one.
I always carry a melon with me.
Mhm.
Gallagher.
I carried a watermelon. By the way, when you first said chopping block, I thought you said shopping block. And I was like, shopping? We're going shopping? A shopping bag
That would be what you heard.
was in my character.
So anyways, Roderick's moving up first. Thorskill right behind him. Both of us have a haunt siphon on our left hand in case it goes bad, but we're going to see if there's anything we can learn up here.
I have a haunt siphon in my hammer.
Yeah, Roderick, Warhammer, right hand, haunt siphon, left hand, Thorskill, same situation.
Yep, both of us are holding our hammers.
All right.
Yep.
Vivian
Haunt
is...
siphon and hammers.
Vivian's walking next to Roderick, ready to give him a bit of luck right before they get up there.
Okay.
I don't think Cure Light Wounds would work on a haunt. Only my channels. I've used all my channels. So yes, I'll just prepare your bit of luck, and that's my contribution to this.
Does
is
holy
keeping
water
everyone
have any
alive.
effect against these?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You're right.
Holy water does have an effect
You're right. That's what I'm going to have in my hand.
against haunts.
So Zenobia and Vivian can have holy water, and
Yes.
That's why
Roderick
I'm
and Thorskill
asking.
have,
Yes.
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 All right. So
Roderick and Vivian are walking up together. Roderick's got haunt siphon and hammer in hand. Vivian is next to Roderick, ready to give him a bit of luck. She has a vial of holy water in hand. And then basically same scenario. Thurskell's got haunt siphon and hammer in hand. Zenobia's got flail and holy water.
Correct.
So
Okay.
I've given Roderick, I give you a bit of luck, give you a quick football tap on the butt. And
he appreciates it.
He goes, ooh.
So as you get up here on the balcony, I explain a little bit more of what you see. You do see right in the center of the balcony that head chopping block.
Mm-hmm.
You also see along the wall on the prison, you see rows of barred windows,
Mm-hmm.
which would appear to be cells.
Which we can't climb in.
Cannot climb in those. And then on the northern end of it, you do see a heavy wooden door.
Okay, so this is a way in.
But as you're up here, you don't see the site.
Yeah. And I don't feel any effects or anything.
No effects.
Just
anything.
gone?
Just gone. It's not there.
we don't see the dude either.
You don't see the dude.
Okay.
Don't see the scythe.
So Roderick kind of does a scan. This haunt may not intend us any harm, so
Vivian detects magic.
No magic.
Maybe you need to go up to the block.
Ooh, yeah, touch it. Touch the block.
that does not seem like a good idea.
I mean, just touch it.
Would you go touch it, Thurskill?
I mean, I got the rats, so somebody else has to ruin the day.
Was this our objective to trigger every bad thing possible?
That's how you gain experience.
You trigger it now, we don't have to worry about it later.
Call out Roderick. Try to talk to him.
Hello.
You're not Roderick.
Spirit Executioner, we are here to help you in removing the evil spirits of this place. If you can provide any aid, we can hear you.
Nothing.
That didn't work.
No. But did you touch the block? Put your finger on it.
I think we should go back downstairs. I've already almost died today.
Me too.
And Roderick, about as the time you say that,
Oh no.
Thurskell, Vivian, and Zenobia, standing on the stairs, sees behind you
Uh-oh.
as the scythe appears and two skeletal hands, and it goes looking like it's going to try to decapitate Roderick.
Oh.
Roderick!
And we'll roll for initiative next week.
He's gonna die again.
But you didn't touch the block.